Have you ever told yourself I will start when I'm in better shape? In this video, we're going to talk about why that's the biggest lie, holding people back, and why waiting is the real mistake.
Yeah, so that's something that we run into a lot as coaches, and I'm sure you've seen it a lot in the CrossFit world as well.
I actually am that person. I thought that I needed to be in better shape before I joined my CrossFit gym.
Oh, really?
I signed up for Define Fitness so that I could start running on a treadmill to get into better shape before I joined my CrossFit gym.
That's funny. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
You never actually told me that. No, it's something that we actually get extremely often when you hear people talking about starting or reaching out to us about questions or whatever. There's a number of misconceptions. That's one of the big ones. It's, should I get in shape before I start? Because are people going to judge me? Am I going to hold my training partners back? Is it something that I'll even be able to do? People think they're going to come in and just get beat up and we're all just a bunch of pro athletes and they're stepping in there.
You're all a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, well, we're going to step in there and we're going to just be like beating everybody up and then also criticizing them and making fun of them and bullying them because they're not in shape or something like that. It's honestly, it's one of those points where your brain creates more of the trauma for you than what's actually reality.
Yeah.
Right. It's you've already,
or you hype it up so much that you're gonna fail. So you're like, well, how do I figure out not to fail before I get there? But failing is like the whole point.
Yeah. But it's not even failing. It's they've already painted this big picture of what it is that they're about to do and why they are automatically unqualified for it. And it's something that it's like a big fallacy. It's like something that we automatically, like logically you can tell yourself, like if you were wanting to get better shape and you were going to a gym, does it say on the front doors of the gym, must be this thin to enter? Must be this strong to enter? You know, and it's like everybody's like, oh, like I don't know that I am actually capable of going into the gym yet because I'm not in shape for it yet.
Yeah. I don't even know why I thought I needed to be in better shape before.
Well, it's a fear of judgment.
Like the whole point of going to a CrossFit gym or a BJJ gym or a Muay Thai gym or an MMA gym is not only to compete in whatever you're doing or to level up, but it is to help your fitness and your health, which is
also to join the cult.
Which is the whole point. Like why are we thinking that we need to go run and be at a certain level before we enter the gym when the gym is there to help you get to that level?
Yeah.
And even maybe further.
Yeah, and it's honestly, if you are trying to get in shape, one of the things that makes people fail, at least this is what I hear all the time, that make people fail in their pursuit of fitness is the monotony of what people think fitness is.
Oh.
A lot of people think that getting in shape, especially as a female, I'm sure you see it a lot. Females aren't allowed to lift weights, by the way.
You get huge.
You get huge, you get bulky, you get gigantic, you turn into a man somehow.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this, or I haven't figured out how this works, but because I have a few guys that I could probably send that way. I'm just kidding. But turn them more into men. It's like, what is it, the Mulan song? Oh, make a man out of you. So sorry. No, but the funny thing is that women automatically assume that to get in shape, they just need to be on a treadmill. They need to be running. They have to have like cardio for that shape. But the thing is that running on a treadmill is boring.
It is boring.
And there's some people that have truly made it. It's like we have some of our fighters and some of our athletes that use it as a mental exercise because it sucks. Like I would much rather go run outside. I would much rather have a path, have a trail, like have scenery.
A destination.
Like something else besides I'm just gonna run on a hamster wheel. Essentially, it's like a little glorified hamster wheel that has settings and heights and stuff. But it's boring.
A lot of people like that to use that time to listen to an audiobook or a podcast or watch
the little TVs
show or
like
movie.
Watch the daytime TV show that the
gym
has in there. But to me it's oh my god, it's like mind-numbingly boring. Like I want to go out run. I want to go do sprints or things like that. If I'm gonna run, and I'm not really much of like I not an avid runner. Like I don't run as like part of
Yeah.
my main exercise, but it's boring. And then some people think that like weightlifting is boring. Like it's like, well, I'm just going to pick this up and I'm going to put this down. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put this down. And to me, that's a little bit more therapeutic because it's like I'm accomplishing something when I throw on a bunch of heavy weight. And I think if I'm going to lift this and I'm going to put it up and then like strain, and then I get like a little bit of a rest and whatever. I find it a little therapeutic, and then I just listen to like a podcast or something like that. But a lot of individuals believe that they have to be at some level of shape to start Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, because you're fighting each other. You're learning martial arts and things. And the problem with that way of thinking is that it holds you back. Because at what level, like, is that level going to change? Like, well, when I feel like I'm in good enough shape, am I in good enough shape to do this? Like, what?
Or are you going to find a different excuse? Like, oh, I waited too long and now I'm too old.
Yeah, now I'm too old. That's a completely different nonsense topic.
We'll hit that in. But I mean, it's just one of those things, right? Like, that measurement always seems to just get further and further away when you should just step in the door and just get started.
I think a lot of it is honestly a fear of judgment. A lot of individuals are afraid that they're going to be the new person in class and they're not going to know anything and they're going to look dumb or they're going to look out of shape, and then everybody's going to point fingers and laugh at them and judge them and so on. So, and it's completely not the case. We have individuals in there who have never done anything in their life. We have individuals, oh, you're back. So if you're seeing this, we have another cat that's walked into our video. The same cat, actually. She hears us talking and she assumes that we are speaking about her, so she comes out. But anyway, so people assume that like all of these terrible things are going to happen, but everybody forgets that even the highest level pro athletes... Even
you were a new person at one point.
Not me.
Yes.
I was not. No, I was born.
You went in.
I was born knowing everything I needed to know to do what I do now. Everything I needed to know. I was never once out of shape. Mm-hmm. I was never once lacking knowledge. I was, just...
hell you.
I know, right? Everything was perfect and aligned for me, right? So, no, but it's funny is that like we have that... kind of misconception of what everything in the gym looks like. You go to a gym, and most gyms, and this is kind of a factor of what gym you pick, and it's kind of important to know when you're going into a gym, the culture of the gym, what the gym tailors to. Like, is this like there are certain gyms that literally have classes that are only for pro athletes.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be a pro, you have to be at a certain level to do those classes. Knowing what classes you're going into is extremely important.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go to like one of our sparring classes, like one of our days where all we do is sparring, and you've never done anything in your life. Now,
not a great day to start.
We're going to treat you great. I mean, everybody's going to be cool. Everybody's going to be awesome. Everybody's going to help you out and stuff like that. But it may not be the dynamic that you're looking for to get your feet wet to start. Like, it's literally learning how to swim and jumping in the deep end, except for everybody else that swimming is going to prop you up and help you. But it's still not the most comfortable, way to start.
Yeah.
So you do have to know how to, or know, I guess, what classes you're going into to start. But the other thing is that you really have to kind of get over the fear of judgment and get over the fear of looking silly and looking ridiculous. And nobody knows what they're doing the first time they start anything.
Yeah.
So why? Like, why do you feel like you should have some aptitude in the subject that you're learning before you start learning it? It doesn't make, it's one thing that like, it drives me nuts as a coach, because as a coach, as we are coaches, our goal is to constantly help people to get people to that next level, to help people improve. But there's so many people that won't start the improvement until they feel like they are in an improved enough position to start improving. Yeah. And it's just one of those things. It drives me nuts. So how would you tell people to, I don't know, make the leap to start?
The old-fashioned Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Also, just think of kids. Like, if you have kids, think of all the things that your kids have done over the years, or if you have nieces, nephews, all those things, they go and do everything and they don't care. They don't care if they do it wrong the first time or right the first time. They just want to go do. Like,
we have some kids that care, actually. We see them in the gym every now and then. But honestly, that's a factor of, I think, parenting and confidence.
Well, I was going to say they're also probably older, right? But
some of the younger ones even.
But if you think about...
They've told me, I had one kid tell me that he wasn't in shape to start. I'm just kidding. That never actually happened.
What? But I mean, like, think from 2 years old to like 5, 6 years old. Like, we have a 5-year-old. He just started class. Like, he doesn't care. He didn't know how to do anything. And, well, I mean, he knew how to do something.
He knew how to wrestle. Like, we wrestle.
Yeah, but like, he didn't know like some of the warm-up drills and stuff like that. But the coaches were there to help guide him. But he went and he had no problem. Didn't care like 1 ounce that he didn't know what to do or what. Like, he just watched everybody else and hopped in and followed along. And now he can't wait to go back. But like, so bring your inner child out and just go and do and forget about it. Who cares?
But it's also a factor. You brought up a good point with kids, but kids have a specific mindset that adults really can learn from. And that is, when they're younger, they don't care about looking silly. In fact, they probably like seek it, they do seek it. But I'm not saying seek it, but when you come in for your first day, it's going to be very overwhelming. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's always overwhelming when you first start jiu-jitsu or you do Muay Thai, because it's a complex subject. It's something that it requires a level of body, mind kind of synchronicity that makes it to where every single time you start, you do feel like you're not doing it right.
Yeah, you just gotta connect.
Yeah,
everything align.
You have to make sure everything aligns. You have to make sure, and like you were saying when you first joined the women's Muay Thai class, you were like, everything you did, you felt like you were doing it wrong.
Yeah. And
it becomes somewhat overwhelming, because when you're trying to do that, you see everybody else in the room who have probably been doing it longer. No, that's not true. We do have some individuals that start brand new, like pretty much every week. We have new people that come in brand new every week. So you will have a couple of people there that are, starting brand new as well. But the vast majority of the people there have all been doing it for a small amount of time at least, if not a long time. And it gets overwhelming because you feel singled out. You feel like, well, you're the only person in there who doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
So the problem is that we're all afraid of judgment. We're all afraid to fail. And when we start feeling like what we're doing is, 1, incorrect, 2, failing, we tend to, 1, shy away from it because it's painful. We all have our own egos, and we all don't want to kind of leave our comfort zone over and over again, even though we say, leave your comfort zone, and then when you build the new comfort zone, leave that comfort zone. It's like an ever-expanding little circle.
You never get to stay in your comfort zone.
No, you should never, honestly, you should never stay in your comfort zone. If you have a circle, the comfort zone is that big, and you leave your comfort zone by 1 inch out of that circle, your comfort zone becomes that big.
Yeah.
And that becomes your new comfort zone.
You're growing it.
And you're growing your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that's the way that you should honestly think about it when you're getting in shape. Going back to the point about the fitness gym and the monotony of like treadmills and fitness, is martial arts is a way that individuals can get in shape, but it's interesting. If I'm learning kickboxing, or if I'm learning to grapple somebody or to defend myself, a lot of times you're working out and you don't even notice really that you're working out. Like, it's not like I'm counting the little miles or the quarter miles or whatever on the treadmill, or tenths of a mile, I should say, on the treadmill.
Seeing it tick
seeing a little tick up, right? It's like, and it's just monotonous. It's like, you're literally moving with somebody, and you're getting tired. You're like exerting yourself, but it's not boring.
Yeah.
It's because it's so cerebral. It's so interactive in the ways that you're doing it. But that doesn't mean that if you get tired, you can't take a break. You can't take a water break. Like, we're not drill sergeants out there. Like, it's just like, I have people, and I tell people, especially when they're getting into sparring is an exhaustive activity. And I tell people, it's like, okay, well, if I'm going to fight Cassie for 6 minutes, which honestly sounds fun, but you know, but if I'm gonna fight Cassie for 6 minutes straight, and I know that I am new to this and I may not be in shape yet for it, I'm only gonna do it once, you know, and then maybe sit out the next few rounds, and then or do every other round. Yeah. We have people who literally come in and they do one round and they don't even make it through the first round. Because doing something for 6 minutes that's strenuous is hard.
It is hard.
And you know, they may last 2 minutes and they may tell their partner, hold on, I need a break. That happens all the time.
And that might not even be the new people. That like those are the people.
Oh yeah, we have people.
They come in weekly, every day, weekly or whatever, and they've been a member for a couple months, year, or whatever, and they're like, one round, I'm good.
Well, I had a purple belt yesterday, and we were rolling, and we get done, and he is exhausted. It was one roll, it was 1 6 minute round, and he was exhausted. I wasn't really pushing hard. I wouldn't say that that's the hardest I've ever seen him push, but he just got back from vacation, and he was at sea level for vacation. So,
welcome back.
Yeah, right. And for those who don't know Albuquerque is, our gym is around almost a mile in elevation up. Mm-hmm. So athletes come to Albuquerque just like they come to Denver and places like that to train at elevation. And so when you've been on a beach for the last week or 2 weeks or whatever, and then you come back and your first day back, you may know the technique, but your body doesn't remember. Your cardio doesn't remember because it's been at sea level for a little while, and you come back, you're like, he was tired. He's like, that's what I get for sitting on a beach, and it was like Myrtle Beach or something like that for the last week and a half or whatever long he did. But it's gonna happen, and you're gonna have experienced people. I go in sometimes, and I've been doing martial arts for 20 plus years. And I will go in sometimes and I will do 2 rounds and be just completely spent and tired because our 2-year-old kept us up all night, or I didn't eat very good, or I was working so much that I forgot to eat lunch, or something stupid, or I'm overtraining, right?
I was gonna say, or it's day 5, day 6 of multiple days training, and the body just is like, no, sir, we're done.
Yeah, and you just have to pull yourself out and be like, you just have to be okay with it.
Yeah, but I was trying to circle into, just because you're new doesn't mean that you have to sit out. Or the new people aren't the only ones taking a break or having to sit out or go every other round. It's everybody. So we just have to pull back that barrier and
pull back the misconception.
But we also need to realize that you're actually judging yourself far more than anybody else is judging you. Mm-hmm. Because just because you see somebody else and you're like, oh, they look like everything is so smooth, they move really well, they must be doing this for years, I don't look anything like them. You actually may look exactly like them, but because it's new to you, you don't think that you do. Mm-hmm. So you're judging yourself far more than anybody else is judging you.
It's true. It's one of those things that you see people online who are afraid to make posts or show their face on video or whatever, because they think that every single person is judging them, when in reality, every single person is thinking about themselves. We're all closet narcissists. I'm serious, but it's funny. It's there was studies on this that people think about themselves the majority of the time. The vast majority of the time, people think about themselves. They think about what's going on in their life, their interactions. Everything is centered around themselves. So they're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about what you're doing over there. They might give you a glance and be like, oh, well, that individual, they pass a judgment. Oh, that individual is better than me. Oh, that individual is not as good as me. Well, that individual is blah, blah, blah. But then it goes right back to themselves. Yeah. In fact, the only person who's judging in that gym is me. All right. I judge everybody. All right, in that gym. No, I'm just kidding. But
that's not kidding. He judges you.
But the idea is that we have to get past the barrier that we can't be new. Yeah. All right. And this is honestly something that I see a lot of individuals, even at the advanced levels, do. We have individuals who have been doing jiu-jitsu for years, and they consider taking up Muay Thai.
And they just never do.
They never do it. We're in the same building. Like we have classes all around each other. Like you can go to any class you want to in our gym. But the BJJ people don't want to start fresh at something because they've expanded their comfort zone with starting and getting good at jiu-jitsu, but then requiring or stepping out to do Muay Thai requires them leaving that comfort zone again and being a brand new student again and getting that judgment again and then feeling like they're not in shape or they don't know what they're doing, you know, and they don't want to do it. Same with the Muay Thai people. We have Muay Thai people who just do not want to grapple. And they will not go to jiu-jitsu because it's like, well, like I would be new again, I would be starting fresh, or, you know, XYZ reason. Well, I don't like being that close to people. Well, you know, just whatever. Yeah, whatever the reason is. So the important thing is when you're doing this, just go. Just go, just go, just go.
Just start.
The hardest part is walking in the door the first time.
Yep.
And once you walk in that door, it's going to be much easier every step you take after that.
Yep.
And then building that momentum, being consistent, like just creating those good habits.
Yep. Just showing up.
Yeah. And then as far as like, you know, not being in shape and stuff, we have a lot of resources at the gym as well. So you can always talk to me about like what you can be doing to, or any of our black belts about what you can be doing to make things easier for you in training. If you're injured, we have people who come in with injuries all the time. We have individuals who are of basically every shape and size and pretty much age. I have a 65-year-old fighter right now. He's 65 years old, great shape. And he wants to keep fighting. He started fighting last year. It's not like he has like a huge history of fighting. He started when he was 64 and he did 2 fights in 1 year. And he fought like a 50-year-old and he fought like a 28-year-old or something like that. And he did well in both. It's crazy. But like, you're not going to be alone. So if you're older, if you're out of shape or whatever, come and talk to us. And, you know, and talk to Cassie too, because if you are like really overweight, it's like you may want to get on a diet to supplement your activity. Or maybe you're really underweight.
Yep.
Maybe you're really underweight and you don't eat enough calories to actually sustain a workout.
Yep.
We see both of those.
Yep.
Talk with Cassie. You know, Cassie is going to be there to judge you and make fun of you and point fingers and tell you how skinny you look and tell you to get a hamburger. And no, but realistically, like, talk to people, talk to us, talk to your teammates. Like, that's how you get comfortable in an environment like that, is to realize that you're not alone.
Not alone.
And you are doing something that is bettering your life. And when you wait, when you keep pushing it off, tomorrow never comes. Yep. Right? And tomorrow's not guaranteed for anybody anyway.
Nope.
And
so you might as well show up and
get
judged.
Because the individual 6 months from now, the 6 months from now, you will be happy that tomorrow you started. Yep. You know, or yesterday you started. You know, that's what will be happy. Or 6 months from now, are you going to look back and wish you had started 6 months ago?
Yep.
You know, so I hope you guys found value out of this one. And if you are on the fence about starting because you're not in shape, I definitely encourage you to not do it. I'm just kidding. So definitely encourage you to do it. Obviously, jump in, whatever that gym is, whatever it is. You want to go into fitness, you want to do start a new diet, you want to do martial arts or whatever. Just do it. Stop giving yourself the excuses.
So many options out there. Go do what you like.
Do what's going to make you happy and do what's going to make you successful. Because honestly, one of the biggest keys to getting in shape is enjoying it.
Yep.
You know, and if you find something that you enjoy, maybe you like bike riding and you don't like treadmills. Maybe you like hiking. Maybe you like jiu-jitsu. Maybe you like, I don't know, Zumba or some
Pilates.
Dance. Pilates. I don't even know
yoga.
what Pilates is. I still don't even know what Pilates is. Yeah, whatever it is, like, do whatever it is that you're going to enjoy, and then try to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zones, and then see how you can add to your life through your fitness. And that's what we try to do with martial arts. I want you to get fit. I want you to get healthy, but I want you to be able to defend yourself. I want you to be able to build confidence that you can carry yourself in just about any situation. I want you to be able to have that camaraderie of a team when you are socially awkward. I want you to have like make your fitness align with some of the other goals in your life as well. And that will play a huge factor in your success. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
No.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And like I said, just start.